Fox News contributor Sara Carter. She was reporting from East Palestine earlier this week, and Fox News legal analyst Gregg Jarrett. Sara, let's talk to you. Tell us specifically, what did you see and what are you hearing today as the follow-up? I can't believe it's been 2 weeks and they're out there saying, well, just trust the government, we'll be fine. I mean, that is absurd.
Yeah, it is absurd, Jason. Look, I met wonderful families, residents of East Palestine, Ohio, that I couldn't even imagine being in their shoes. I went out there. I saw homes that were right at ground zero, met this wonderful lady, Shelby, who was actually on Sean's show this week. She took me to her home. Literally, the train carts were in her backyard. Her son was there with us. He's 12 years old. She was saying to me, how can I even trust this soil? Nobody has come to my home to do testing. Nobody has come to my home to speak to me. Nobody from the railroad, from the government. Now that was the same night that they were having a meeting. She said, now we're supposed to trust the government. We're supposed to trust the fact that they're going to come here and do for us what we needed done 2 weeks ago. And I get that because I walked out to the streams with other residents and another resident named Bill, who is water was from a well in his backyard. And actually the stream that was running through East Palestine that he took me to off of 170 was filled, listen to this, Jason, with dead fish. There were fish dead everywhere, and it was recent. It wasn't like fish that had been there 2 weeks ago. You could tell that these fish were they had recently died and moved downstream. Frogs, other animals that were in the stream, other little critters that lived in the stream like crawfish and snails, all dead along the stream. And Bill said to me, do you think I really want to take a shower in my well water with this? Do you think I would allow my grandchildren or my children to bathe in this? And we're supposed to trust the government when they have blatantly lied to us? And now we know Pete Buttigieg didn't show up either. So I think there's a huge concern across the board, Jason, that they are not being told the truth. And bigger question is, they're showing up now, but what about the effects of that chemical plume right when it went off under that controlled burn? And that's something, I mean, are they going to have medical doctors testing everyone? That's another issue.
Yeah, according to the Associated Press, one of the articles I read, Greg, the Ohio Department of Natural Resources is estimating there were 3,500 dead fish in the streams nearby. Yeah. 5 of the wells they tested said that they were just fine. But you got to believe that if the animals are dying, do you really want to be there breathing that air, drinking that water, and being in close proximity with a government that's going to show up weeks after this and not there in the first 48 hours? They may have had a couple people there. Yeah. But the Department of Transportation is supposed to be there. And then government makes the decision, hey, let's burn this stuff. You know, let's throw it up in the air. That'll be good. That'll make it safer. And we're supposed to trust the government? Come on.
You'd have to be a lunatic to trust the U.S. government, especially in the Biden administration. As you point out, this is a horrible health, environmental, and transportation disaster. And yet Pete Buttigieg, the Secretary of Transportation, is nowhere to be seen. Instead, he dismisses it, saying, oh, you know, this happens all the time, and besides, it's Donald Trump's fault. This is a guy who should be fired, not just for rank incompetence, but a disgraceful level of indifference. But this kind of stupidity is what you get when you pick somebody who is not qualified and has no experience. And where is Joe Biden in all of this? I mean, he at least travel to the state of Ohio and pretend that you care. And instead, he outright rejected the pleas for disaster relief on the grounds that, oh, well, FEMA only provides relief for natural disasters. That's not what the law says. The law that created FEMA says both natural disaster and man-made disasters. And of course, you've got the EPA on the ground saying, oh, everything is fine and dandy. You can drink your water, you can breathe the air. Not just the fish that have died, thousands of them, but livestock and pets are sickened and people are sickened. I mean, they're describing debilitating headaches, painful rashes, breathing problems. a wide variety of concerns, and you had 6 toxic chemicals that were blown up into the air and the environment, and cars and lawns and rooftops are covered in soot. And we're supposed to trust the government that everything is just fine. Don't trust this government.
Well, all you have to do is ask the people of Flint, Michigan, if they should trust the government with all the water and all the problems they went to. They had a water main break last week, and guess what? They're still being told to boil their water before they bathe in it and before they drink it. And how this administration is dealing with this man-made environmental disaster is just horrific. Sara, Gregg, thank you for joining us on Hannity tonight.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.